Hello everyone, today I'm here to give my review of Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. The new movie based on the classic tabletop game. Now this will be a non-spoiler review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, feel free to watch this. Because this will definitely be something I want to do more now, non-spoiler reviews. But anyway, I'm going to get right into the video. Now I don't have any major negatives, just the fact that the plot and the whole storyline, fairly simple. The villain's fairly simple, not too complex. And, that makes sense. It works for this movie. It's just like, it's a very simple film. Plot-wise, like with the themes, the story, the narrative. Just like a very simple, don't think too much far ahead aside from just what you're enjoying on screen kind of film. That's not necessarily a negative of the movie. It's just like, it's nothing that like soars really far beyond all that. But, on to the pros. First off, the movie is just, it has a perfect blend of action and fantasy and epicness and like comedy and humor and heart, and it blends together really, really well in this movie. And it managed to have like these great action sequences, these fun sword fights, these really creative, original, like fun sequences. Like one of the main characters is a druid, so she can turn into different animals. And that just leads to some very fun and exciting and unique and creative sequences that makes the movie really fun. And there's just some great moments with, of course, Dungeons and Dragons. But at least you just, like, a great blend. I mean, there's a ton of jokes that are laugh-out-loud funny. There'll be a long, prolonged sequence of epic action followed by a long, prolonged sequence of just humor and jokes. And it all blends together and mixes together really, really well for a great flow, some really solid pacing, especially for a movie that's over 2 hours long. It definitely didn't feel that way. But I think that's a good thing. In fact, it's a movie that's it's like 2 hours, 15 minutes, and it feels a lot shorter. But another thing that's great, I love the world building. I love how they tie it back into the game with all the classes and the species and the spells. I think that's a ton of fun. I love all the different creatures. The music and the visuals for this film are just fantasy epic, and I love it all throughout. The colors are really good. It's a nice movie to look at. Lauren Balfe's score is epic, especially during the introduction. And then the cast is so good. Chris Pine, he's hilarious all throughout, but he also brings the heart to the movie. Michelle Rodriguez, same thing, great as like brute action strength, but she can really delve down on like the humor and heart when she needs to. Justice Smith, Sophie Lillis, Rege-Jean Page, all hilarious. They're all perfect as their characters as the struggling sorcerer, the epic druid, the kind of Rege-Jean Page's character, I hope I'm saying his name right, is kind of like Drax, where he just doesn't get anything besides the pure baseline of what you're saying. And it makes him hilarious, but he's still a really cool action hero. Hugh Grant is really charming as the villain, but like he's also very hateable, and he's a great addition to the movie. None of the other characters are super interesting. It's just that main cast, but everyone works their part in the film really well. I like that it's got like this, like, the plot and purpose of the movie right away with clear objectives and goals, and it doesn't take forever to get there. I really appreciate it. And from beginning to end, the movie is just all out consistently entertaining, and I love a franchise based off the Dungeons & Dragons series. I would give Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves an 8.5 out of 10. It's one of my favorite movies of the year so far, and I would absolutely recommend you go check it out, preferably in theaters, because the more people that check it out in theaters, the more likely we are to get a sequel. But I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you all soon with a Bad Batch Season 2 review. Bye-bye.